I don't even know how this is gonna come across, bro, but girls can smell semen retention on you, right? And look, I'm gonna be completely open and transparent like I am with all my videos. When I was fapping 4 or 5 times a day, and this was only a couple of years ago, or 5 years ago now, when I was slowly starting to get my life together, right? This was in a period where I had just stopped using drugs and overcome my drug addiction, and I hadn't really taken the necessary, like, full-on journey to self-improvement and becoming the best version of myself. I was single at this time as well. I was fapping like 3 times a day at the age of 20. And people will think, oh, don't you do that when you're 16? I mean, yeah, sure, you do that too, but you know, I think a lot of us, when we are in a very bad slump and we are directionless, we're missionless, we're not sure what we want to do, fapping just is what we do. It's something to do because there's nothing to do, right? And I would tell you, in this stage, right, so I hadn't built my body up, I hadn't built my confidence. I would get extremely nervous around girls, and you could just tell, right? Because when they'd look at me or I'd look at them, I'd straight away put my head down, I'd start like sweating, I'd get real nervous, and then I'd start having all these weird conversations going on in my head. It was, bro, it was it was bad, man. It was, yeah, it was very strange, the young man I used to be. And what happens is, right, women can smell this semen retention masculinity on you when you don't bust, when you stop fapping. Simply because we all know this. Porn is the most damaging thing to our generation. We're in a worldwide pandemic of young men getting weaker and weaker by the fap, by the nut. And what happens is, and I just want to give you an insight to really give you what you need to know. Your fap, your semen, is your energy as a man. It sounds cringe, right? Sounds weird. What is he talking about? It's who you are. And when you continuously release to the twisted, sick, disgusting stuff that you're now watching, bro, how does that not affect who you are as a man? You're essentially giving away your energy to pixels on a screen, to some sick, twisted, dark stuff. It literally emasculates you. And this comes off in your body language. It comes off in just how you look. Messes up your skin, it messes up your self-confidence, your self-esteem, your self-worth. I made a video about this the other day, and I want to just really reiterate what I said in it. You won't become successful as a young man if you give away your masculinity to a screen. Because one of the hardest things that we have grown up with was porn. Right? Because it's so available to all of us right now. Our phones, internet, OnlyFans, Instagram, TikTok, like it's all starting to just, everything is just so sexualized now that this is how we all think. Don't lie to me when I say this, because I know it's the truth. Girls are not even girls to you anymore. They're objects. And isn't that sick and twisted to think about? And as I've slowly started to get away from having that frame of mind, it's all come from me not busting nuts to sick twisted videos to pixels on a screen. See, why I say Nofap semen retention is linked to success is simply because if you don't have the discipline to control your sexual energy, which is one of the very few things that we only have control of, right? I mean, we control our mind and how we think, and we control our actions. And if our minds are always constantly doing this and we can't stop, well, what is it to say when things get tough, when you have to do your schoolwork or work on your business or change your life up? You don't lose your discipline to pixels on a screen because you can't control your sexual urges as a young man. I want you to start viewing yourself as a young man that doesn't watch porn. Because with this, right, after a day, after 2 days, when you start to get that horny, you're waking up crazy, you got all that energy, if you direct it into what it is you're doing as a young man, your mission, your schoolwork, your body, making money, your mental health, whatever it is that you're solely focusing on right now, direct it into that. Because I'll tell you, sexual directed energy, especially from young men, is a force that no one else can match. Women smell it on you when you haven't busted a nut, because you walk stronger, you walk more in your own energy, You are who you are as a young man because you haven't released your energy to some dirty, sick, twisted, disgusting stuff that I know that you're watching. I can promise you, your life as a young man really starts to take a turn for the better once you realize the power that you have within yourself from not releasing nuts. Sounds cringe, but it's the truth. You can focus this energy on becoming so strong. And I don't just mean strong physically, I mean strong in your aura, in your confidence, in your self-esteem, everything. It's all up to you. You won't become successful if you can't stop watching porn. Women won't like you. You'll never change this way of thinking, these insecurities. Everything in your life is crap because you watch porn. I'm telling you the truth, bro. You needed to hear this. Love ya.